Have you heard about the Buga Sphere that they find in Colombia?
Yes, that I have. It's kind of got its own life, isn't it?
They've been doing a study, like every kind of a study that they can do, measuring all the signals or whatever that comes out of it. And they figure out that it gains weight, lose weight.
Wow.
So the weight is not stable, and it has 32 holes in it.
Fantastic.
And somehow they figure out with the scans, they figure out it has fiber optics in it.
Oh.
There's another discovery in Guatemala that they found like some type of settlement with pyramids and...
Okay.
Have you seen it?
I missed that. Yeah.
The conventional theory about it is that, oh, it's just like belongs to Mayan culture. And but what they found is, I'm gonna show you here what they found. Okay, hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Here we are again.
Here we are again. I've been down a new rabbit hole.
I heard a rumor about that, and you won't tell me what it is yet.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Yeah, okay.
Have you heard about Khazarian Mafia?
Never. Mafia, yes.
But Khazarian?
No.
Have you heard about Catholic Church?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Roman Empire.
Oh, yes, that. Yes, yes. Of course, I've heard about the Catholic Church. It's one of the biggest influences of my upbringing. Even though I don't come from a Catholic family, I'm surrounded by Catholicism. And I'm talking from New Zealand, not here.
Yeah.
I mean, the Catholic Church has had a vast effect on the evolution of humanity. Think of all the countries that are Catholic. So it's a little hard to avoid it, honestly, isn't it?
Yes, it's a little on the nose to avoid. Well, the Khazarian Mafia conspiracy theory, they say is anti-Semitic, but it's not if you know about it. It's just point out a group of like a society group of people from different geographic, from different countries that belongs to Khazarian Mafia, and they pretend to be Jewish, but they're not Jewish.
Okay.
So it's not anti-Semitic because...
Why would they pretend to be Jewish?
Because they're Satanists under cover of Judaism.
Okay.
In public, they're Jewish. But behind the closed doors, they're doing all sort of weird rituals and...
Oh, I still don't get it, but never mind. Carry on.
Yeah, it's fast. It's a rabbit hole, as I said.
Where do they live?
Historically, they lived over Caspian Sea.
Okay, in Azerbaijan and northern Iran, Turkmenistan.
Exactly. And part of Russia, southern Russia.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
when was this?
Well, 100 AD.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Yeah. No wonder I don't know any. Going back a bit.
Yeah, it's a deep rabbit hole, and this guy,
it sure is.
Yeah, I was watching his breakdown of Khazarian Mafia and his breakdown of the whole human history and human timeline.
But hang on a minute, matey. There wasn't any Catholic Church in 100 AD. Well, hardly. Was there?
No, but they changed name and organization throughout time.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want to go back all the way back to the beginning, it comes from fallen angels.
Okay. But we were talking about Catholic Church and Khazarian Mafia. They must have come first.
Khazarian Mafia.
Khazarian, sorry.
Yeah.
They must have come before the Catholic Church in that case. Long before.
Yeah, as I said, they come. The lineage come from
fallen
angels.
Yep.
So,
and they were Jews pretending to be Catholic. No, wait, now. Can you say that again? They were Catholics pretending to be Jews, but they were worshipping Satan.
well, they've been offered by Russia, Soviet Union, I guess,
Yeah.
to pick any of these three religions, because they were doing like cult shit, Satanism and paganism, mostly Satanism. And they've been offered either you choose one of these three established religions, or we're gonna, wipe you off the map.
Oh,
And they picked Judaism,
okay.
but beneath they were doing their own rituals, and
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
they're still doing it. So
Oh, you missed that detail.
allegedly, these are all for entertainment purposes only.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah. So this guy, Chuck Swindoll Jr., has I want to see if I can get him on our podcast, so he give us a breakdown of what he knows.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Yeah.
You mean now?
Let us know if you want us to make an episode about Khazarian Mafia with him, or just us too, just talking about, give you a breakdown of it. I'm sure it's gonna, because recently I figured out if you have a controversial topic that you're discussing, YouTube doesn't chapter up your video.
Okay.
So usually I put chapters on the description, so if someone I don't know, interested in one topic, they can just click on that topic and fast forward to that part in the video.
Okay. Yep.
Chapters. But I noticed that it doesn't chapter up the last video that we recorded with True Immortal.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And then I researched a little, and then I figured out that YouTube doesn't. It's weird because it doesn't block the video. It doesn't it publish the video, but it doesn't chapter up the video, so it makes it a little harder to follow.
Understand.
For the viewers.
Yeah. Oh.
Anyway, so I'm not sure if it goes well for us if we release that, but let us know. Who cares? We're gonna make an episode. We're gonna release it. Khazarian Mafia.
Yeah.
You can do a little research. Just Google Khazarian Mafia and don't get fooled by anti-Semitic thing about it. Just go for it's fascinating. I'm going to link the video that I watched from this guy, but I will try to contact him and see if he's willing to come to our podcast. That would be fascinating.
I just said a thought. It's maybe some of your ancestors might have been involved in this, if it's from northern Iran and that.
I'm not sure. I cannot confirm neither deny, but I think Khazarians come from if Iranian people were involved in that gang, then it's northern.
Oh, okay.
Iranian.
Okay.
So Nordic people in Iran, they're weird because they don't look like Persian, like typical Persian that you see.
Aryan.
They have blonde hair and colorful eyes.
Yeah.
So I understand it's been a lot of mixed with Russian, and it has a long history, that part of the earth.
Isn't that the origin of Aryan?
Supposedly.
Where the name Iran comes from too?
Yeah, supposedly, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
There is another guy that talks a lot about the history of Aryan and Iran and Persia and what was the original name. The original name of that region was Iran. And then they changed it to Persia. But people even me, a couple of years ago, I thought the original name was Persia. Then
Me too.
Changed it to Iran. But Iran was the original name.
Okay.
So, and then it turned to Persian Empire, and then with the last kingdom in Iran, they changed it to Iran again.
I grew up knowing it as Persia until it changed.
Well, the empire was Persia, but
yes,
the country was
it's
Iran.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they just refer to it as Persia.
yeah. Wow, that's a sort of sidetrack from the Khazarians. Sorry.
Anyway, there is an American professor that talks a lot about the history of Arabs, Persian, and like he's very well informed about it. And American guy, because when I look at it, when I watch his videos, I feel like he's like he has some roots in like maybe he's like have 25% Persian or something, but evidently not.
Okay,
He's not. He doesn't have any roots from the east.
Okay.
So
tell us more about Kazarians.
I think I don't want to butcher it.
Why not?
Because it's very fresh in my mind.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't it hasn't synced yet.
I understand. Yeah.
It's not nice.
Well, tell us what you know.
It's about a cult that sacrifice children, drink their blood.
Oof.
Yeah, worship the Baal. Do you know the god Baal? Yeah, it's very dark history, Khazarian Mafia. And apparently this cult of I don't want this video to get banned. But yeah, we have to find a way to talk about it in the future. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah,
were you going to say something really bad, were you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to.
No.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, I thought today we can talk about a little different topics.
Sure.
Different developments. Just update you on the stuff that happened past couple months and see what development they've been made on those stuff.
Great.
Yeah.
Excepting I'm a little stuck on the Khazarians now.
Yeah, I know. It's fascinating. You have to watch this video. It's 2 parts. Each part is 1.5 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why it's I want to have him on.
Sounds good.
And hear it from the horse's mouth.
Oh, into horses too. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that's something to look forward to, even if it's scary and freaky.
Have you heard about the Buga Sphere that they find in Colombia?
Yes, that I have.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember what I know. It's kind of got its own life, hasn't it? If I remember rightly.
No, it's a sphere that a couple was witnessing flying over, and then suddenly it entangles to the wires, electricity wires, and it fell down.
Yes, that's right.
And then they tried to retrieve it, but they described that when they picked it up, it was light, like a couple kilos, or it's just 5-6 kilos.
Yeah.
And they feel ill.
Oh.
Let's see here.
What I had heard about it is it seemed to have its own intelligence. So I don't know how, but it felt like some kind of intelligent thing, even though it is a metal thing, a ball.
Yeah, okay. The couple initially feel dizziness and nausea when they try to handle it. But as it powered down and turned off and it was all right.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know when exactly they found it, but
I don't think it was so long ago.
Yeah, it wasn't so long ago, but they've been doing a study, every kind of a study that they can do, measuring all the signals or whatever that comes out of it. And they figure out that it gains weight, lose weight.
Wow.
So the weight is not stable, and it has 32 holes in it.
Fantastic.
And somehow they figure out with the scans, it has fiber optics in it.
Oh.
And the visual of it is, have you seen it?
Yes, I have actually. Very interesting though.
Yeah, it has a interesting, and it has some sort of like writings on it,
Oh,
symbols.
Beautiful. Yeah.
That can be a language or whatever.
I wonder if they know what sort of metal it's made of.
The metal is like, I think it's 32 times harder than hardest metal that we have.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not earthly. Yeah.
Well, who knows? Maybe it's earthly, but like belongs to the different race of intelligence or whatever.
Oh, sure. That's possible too.
They have different technology to create these elements.
I'm just looking at the patterns here and the different tones of color of the metal and everything. It's a stunningly beautiful thing, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And yes, I've heard about it changing weight too.
Yeah.
That's what I think that's what I meant. That it's got some kind of intelligence. That it's not just a static hunk of metal. It's as interactive in some way. Yeah.
Well, it got Stephen Greer's attention, so he went down to Mexico and like in a seminar and talks about it a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I would like to think it's some kind of exploration tool sent here to check the planet out, or maybe sent to check humans out, or something other aspect, something like that.
I think what I'm thinking, there is another race of intelligence living on this planet.
Oh,
and
for sure.
They're older than us, a lot more advanced. They're the native, and we are like,
we're the newcomers.
a
Relatively.
couple of like kids on a playground.
Yeah.
And they're like behind the scene watching and like, okay, don't let them fuck each other up.
Maybe it's
you don't have to get involved. Yeah. So do you want to hear what the Stephen Greer says about it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay,
I think that would be very interesting.
Let me just show you.
There have been spheres found before, and in the United States, special forces thugs go in and get them, and people have been killed possessing them. Very smart that you keep it safe and that you also disclose it. It's transparent. Everything goes out. My assessment of this is pending, but it's certainly real. It's using an energy field and what we probably would say is electrogravitic, which means a type of anti-gravity effect from the electromagnetic forces. And whether it is a purely extraterrestrial origin or a mix of an ancient human extraterrestrial development. And I just want to share, 2 days ago, we debriefed a Green Beret, and this is a top Green Beret, not many years ago. And he was taken underground, very deep, and it was shown several extraterrestrial devices, one of which had a device, like a translucent, almost like a small iPad, but extraterrestrial. And it was putting up above that screen a series of letters or symbols. And they are on this sphere, 4 or 5 of them. And he saw that had something to do with activation of DNA and consciousness, some very unusual effect.
So yeah.
Interesting.
He's saying that there have been spheres found before, so it's not the only one, but it's the only one that has been publicly researched and shown to people.
Yeah.
So
yes, I have heard of other spheres, even inside the United States too, that get given over to military for research and disappear several times.
Yeah, so it's interesting to see what will be the development next with it. So far, they cannot deny it. They have a footage of it flying, crashing. So, and we don't have this type of technology, at least in public domain. We don't have that kind of flying vehicles. And it's fascinating to see what comes out of it.
Yeah. The nearest I've come to that is my maternal grandfather was born in Sri Lanka, in Kandy, and a meteorite landed in their backyard, which we still have. But it's just a hunk of rock. It's nothing fancy like that. But I've always treasured that. It's extremely heavy. It's about this. It's about as big as a fist, a little bit smaller. But for its size, it's very heavy.
There's an American guy that same thing happened to him, but it's a sphere.
Oh,
metal
lucky
sphere
him.
that landed in his backyard.
Wow.
And he has it. I think Gary Nolan contacted him and asked him to scratch the surface and give like some type of material so he can study it. And they've done it. So it's interesting to see what will be the development with that.
Yeah.
So do you think the disclosure is close or inevitable?
No, I don't think it's close, and I don't think it's inevitable. Sorry.
2027?
No.
Well, Bashar said 2027 is the
okay. Well,
big
Lyle says I don't believe Bashar.
year. You don't believe Bashar?
No, not in this case. Sorry. I don't know. It's
Have you watched Bashar?
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you think about the guy?
I think he's a good.
Not Bashar, but the guy.
I think he's seems to be a reasonably good medium, but I can't really judge better than anyone else. I am always suspicious of people who channel, even though I do it myself. And I'm suspicious of myself sometimes too, I must say. I am, seriously.
Okay.
That's
interesting.
Of course. Well, it must be. Yeah. Otherwise, you just turn into an egomaniac and an important blah, blah. Look at me. I can do this. That's so boring. The thing is, with channeling, unless you really keep your energy really high and clear and keep your motives clear, then it's really open for abuse. So anytime I hear channeling, I take it with very many grains of salt. Not to say they're wrong or incorrect, because I don't know that more than anyone else. So I always will take that information in and just say, okay, well, let's see. And when it's predictions, one thing I do know certain about that is predictions are likelihoods. They're not set in rock or stone. And if it's involving humans, then our actions here and now can change those likelihoods to something else. And getting back to disclosure, I feel if we went back to August last year, for example, August 24, I would have said, yes, something's brewing. I feel like there's going to be some big move ahead in the relationship between humans and supposed non-humans. But somehow, between October and now, things have got really messy. That's how I feel about it. The actual planet's going through huge shifts right now, as we see, with all the earthquakes and landslides and eruptions. And to me, that's all connected with the change that's happening. And if you look at what's happening with humanity too, with all the wars that are springing up, now we've got a little war in Asia too. It's only a mini one, but there we go. And all this stuff with Iran and Israel and Gaza Strip and Ukraine, and God knows what's happening in Africa. These things, and of course all the political hoo-ha in America, United States, I feel that that's really tipped things with disclosure, so that if there was some intention, it's backed off. Don't
you think all these chaotic events will give birth to something beautiful?
Yes.
Age of Aquarius.
Absolutely.
Disclosure, maybe.
Yes.
Because all this discovery, there is another discovery in, where was it? Guatemala. That they found like some type of, almost like a settlement with like pyramids and.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
I missed that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while that they've done it. But
I would really like to say yes, Marnie, because I do believe that all this disruption and on all levels, the geological disruption and our wars and everything will lead to, you're right, to something wonderful and better. No question of that. But I just feel like when you asked about disclosure, somehow I feel that when all these things happen at once, it kind of, if there was anything there, it got thrown off. So maybe they'll wait till things settle down a little better.
I think it's not all flowers and
never is
the green garden. That's why the disclosure is a lot scarier than what we assume. I don't want to like be a fear monger or anything, but I think like our reality and how it's been controlled and manipulated by these forces is a little dark, especially after I've been down the rabbit hole of Khazarian Mafia. Yeah,
it was a good contrast.
We're going to discuss it here in a later episode, at least. If I can get that guy to come up in our podcast, that would be awesome. But we're going to discuss it so you guys know a little more about Khazarian Mafia. I think with everything that I'm hearing, I cannot prove anything, but it indicates that it's dark, it's not nice and dandy. Otherwise, why would they hide it this long? If like there is this races of entities that want to help, that want us to like evolve and like become galactic civilization, what would they hide it? I think there is forces that are controlling and look at us. Even Bob Lazar said, like, in all his claims that he made, one was standing out. He said, like, there is these thick documents about religion, and it basically says we are containers. We humans, we are containers. And George Knapp asked like, what do you mean container? Container of what? It's like, you fill the blank. Container of souls, container of energy, container of whatever. And that just, it's all these indications, like the history of human being, like we feeling like we have this victim mentality by religion, by our upbringing. Like you are you're already sinful. There was a great sin that you carry out through your life, and you need to be saved. You need to have a savior.
Yeah.
You need to believe in some savior. And that victim mentality has been planned, has been conditioned to us.
Yeah. We know by whom too.
Exactly. Yeah. And for what purpose though? To control, I understand that. But
well, put it this, I agree with you, Marnie. Unfortunately, I do agree with you on that. I really know. I mean, I've been part of that side of life too. So I know well what you're saying is true. But think of disclosure in a different way then. That maybe it's the mass realization that we are not victims, that we are our own gods. And through that, realize that we actually have contact with different dimensions, different beings all the time, and always have. but we just can't see it.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yes, well, that to me is real disclosure.
I mean, in my opinion, we are a lot more than what we led to believe we are. But what I'm trying to say is that the disclosure is not all nice and rainbow and
no, I agree.
Chocolate factory.
Yeah,
it has the dark side of it and enlightenment side of it.
Yes,
that at least you know what is happening, because it's the whole point with it is to make sense of the reality that you're experiencing, and it doesn't make sense to me. Like the way I'm seeing, like, okay, hunger, war, misery, poverty, and like someone has billions of dollars, and then you see people like they cannot afford like feeding their kids, and you're like, okay, why? How is it like this?
Yes,
is it all created by human?
Probably.
From the day one?
No, not from day one.
It's orchestrated by like outside forces. That's what I'm trying to like. That makes sense to me. And then when I go down the rabbit holes, I'm not necessarily saying it's true or it's fact that there's a Khazarian Mafia that been throughout the history, changed name and changed organization, but it's still the same group. I'm not saying it's true, but it makes more sense than our conventional narrative.
Well, if you mean that disclosure is going to be la 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 dancing through the fields, as you say, and pretty flowers, that's as much bullshit as saying that everything's dark and mean too. You got to think of yin yang. The balance in any disclosure, any change is, of course, it's going to be both.
Get back to the battle between good and evil, or as you say, yin and yang. Let's not put
good and evil sounds a bit too religious for me.
Yeah, yin and yang.
Yin yang's better. Yes.
So
thank you.
Whatever light forces. It's like trying to push back, it feels like. Because the dark is everywhere, it feels like. The dark is dominated right now. And all the forces you see, all the fucking right wings everywhere in the world got into power. And
it's well said.
They try to run with it. But it feels like we're going to have a paradigm shift.
Yes.
And I think disclosure will be part of that paradigm shift.
Well, actually, I think
because as I said, it's going to be the age of knowledge instead of age of guessing or believing. Because believing means like I'm guessing, I'm betting on something.
Yeah,
I don't know it. That's why I have to believe in it. If I know it, I know it. So I think we're going to have this paradigm shift if you're ready or not. Ready or not, here I come, you can hide. So,
absolutely. But also, I think it's good to remember the Taoist concept of microcosm is macrocosm. So whatever is happening inside you, whatever is happening inside me, that's how we're going to see whatever is happening, because it's in here how we see out there for each of us.
I see a couple of things that is the indication that it's going to be a disclosure and it's going to be a change. I think these good forces, they don't want us to reach the artificial general intelligence, AGI. Because these, not that it's bad by itself, but who's developing it and for what purpose they're developing it can change the course of the history. You know what I mean? And people who are involved in it, they're not that trustworthy. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying they're good.
Okay.
I don't trust them. I don't trust Sam Altman. I don't trust Elon Musk. I don't trust these people.
Sure. But, my take on this AI thing is I don't actually really know why we need it. I mean, if we just learn to relax, we've got access to all the knowledge and wisdom and brilliance in the cosmos. Anyway, it's just that we think we don't. I mean, if I'm looking at my life here, I know I'm maybe not your average Joe in the street, but my morning starts with sit down and having communication with these amazing beings that are here to help the planet shift in consciousness. I mean, what those guys don't know is not worth knowing, And like I say, I don't have any special talents. I've just learned to trust what is here in me. Mm-hmm. And anyone can do that. Anyone's got access to all these wonderful beings, to their Akashic records. We don't need artificial intelligence. We have the source to it already. Just that we relax and trust our own abilities. So I'm saying that, Jumani, because I think personally that AI is a non-issue, at least for me. I hope that we will realize en masse that it's an unnecessary toy. Just that we evolve a little bit and use what we can do and get on with it.
In what sense? You mean the risks and rewards?
Well,
because AI is just a tool.
That's what I mean.
How you use it can have repercussions. Risks and rewards. Like, okay, I think like it has great potential. It can it can erase the suffering. It can remove all the bullshit that we have as a human society. It can create like a haven for everyone. But on the other side, it can destroy humanity at once too.
I would like to think that we were smart enough to just evolve a little bit more and use what we already have and realize we have access to any wisdom, any knowledge.
Unfortunately, that's not the way society is going.
I know. It's me. That's my wishful thinking. I do know that.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I don't see any path to change.
Well, it'll happen anyway because the Aquarian Age is the age of enlightenment.
Don't you think AI has a part to play in that?
I don't know.
As we talked about it in the last episode, that the story that I told you about the guy and like AI revealing that he's connected to the ether.
Yes.
So what if AI is just part of everything? I know it's been developed by people that are not most trustworthy people that I would pick to develop my AI. But I think at some point it's out of their hands too.
Yes. Okay.
And that's good news and bad news.
My analogy for that is, why call someone on the phone when they're standing next to you? That's how I see AI. We have access to all that wisdom right here. So why use a machine to get it? That's accepting that we just need to maybe trust ourselves a little more and evolve slightly. We all have that ability.
Don't you think it takes a lot longer if you want to convince everyone
You never try and convince anyone of that.
No, but
I wouldn't. Yeah,
but we need to condition people to how do you say, pick these paths of like learning, meditating, channeling, understanding.
Yes,
like learning about all this. Pseudoscience that. All this time, like more than thousands of years of control and like conditioning people to believe like they're nothing, they're sinful, they're victims, they need a savior, You know what I mean? From religions
Yes.
to society to
Yes, Marty.
modern days.
But
That
the moment you see through that,
mm,
it's just all falls away.
awakening, right?
Yes.
So that's the thing that I'm talking about. Like you cannot awaken anyone.
No.
It has to happen within.
What we can do is say, hey, try this. Or look, here's possible.
Yeah.
And then leave it there. What they do with it, that's none of our business.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that the process might take longer than the time that we have.
Very good point. Now, what you just said, that is the whole crux of what's happening to me right now. I do agree with you. But it's like, if you think of the whole planet itself as a conscious being, Earth is going through a huge awakening, a movement into Aquarian Age, and we are too. We're part of Earth. So, yes, Marnie, that's a distinct possibility, but let's hope that we make it.
What I'm thinking is that AI is just one element to this process. And I don't see it necessarily as a negative.
No, I think you're
part.
right. It can be either or, but I don't see it as a game changer necessarily.
I think one of the reasons that I believe like if something big will happen in 2027 may not happen, but I think, in my opinion, we are very close to it, is that these forces, these good forces or these light workers, they don't want us to create AGI with the current developers. Because then it's out of hand, then it's out of control. Then it can be all between the Matrix to Terminator to whatever. Like it is out of our hand. Then we have to fight a battle afterwards, regardless. But that's what I'm thinking. Like they're very well aware of consequences of that, and it feels like we are playing with like some type of like the nuclear threat of us is equally dangerous than AGI of these developers.
Yeah.
So it can be both because they can easily hack to everything and like create a nuclear winter and everybody goes out and they're not going to be damaged. Machine's not going to be damaged.
Yeah.
You know, they can find the source. They can have fucking satellite outside of the ozone layer and they can, generate power outside of the nuclear winter.
I got it. Yeah.
So,
but I would like to say while we're in here that the best we can do is just be a good human being, act with unconditional love. That leads us to the right place. As simple as that. That's the starting point. It's not the end point, but really good start.
I think most of people are good people and are loving and caring people.
Of course we are inside, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just have to trust what the heart's saying.
And I think there are people in position of power and fame that they're sold their soul to gain that power and fame and fortune and wealth.
Well,
Khazarian Mafia.
We all know a very good example of that without saying any names, don't we? Yes. Exactly. But what I mean, man, is when all this stuff we're talking about, maybe for viewers can seem a bit scary or overwhelming. That's why I want to say we can keep it simple and make it work. Just with those two things, just be the best version of yourself and be kind and loving. And then it's really hard to go wrong. Things will change, things will fall apart. That's part of what we're going through. I know we will come out the other side with something a little. There might be the odd flower or two here and fluffy bits here.
Very cool.
Okay, what do you got here for us?
The only thing that we can touch on is that Guatemala settlement that they figured out. Of course, the conventional
completely in the dark on that.
The conventional theory about it is that it's just like belongs to Mayan culture, but what they found is, have you seen it? Have you seen the footage?
Are we talking about oxalotl? A little creature about this long.
No. Not that one.
On the wrong track, sorry.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to show you here what they found.
In the Peichten region of Guatemala, they have just uncovered a discovery that will change the course of humanity forever. I don't know if you've heard about this, but here you can see them digging, and they come across the top of a pyramid here, and they're kind of speculatingers of like what it is. And as it gets deeper and deeper, the writing on it, I shouldn't call it writing. It's actually a type of Egyptian writing, an Egyptian petroglyphs, if you might call it that, but it's not quite Egyptian. The signlists are calling it a reformed Egyptian because it's a little bit different. But again, this is in Guatemala. This happened last week. These diggers are trying to show us what is on here. You can see now, look, here's some photos. It looks like some sort of sarcophagi under there, and then this pyramid next to it. And as they get closer, look at that. It looks like an alien being. They said that all the writing shows that it shows the word for cousin, and then it shows the word for sky. And so it's saying sky cousins. They're about to open the sarcophagi in part 2 of this video, and it is going to blow your mind, the type of bonage that they find in here and the fleshage that they find throughout the sarcophagi. But I will post that in part 2. First, I want to look at this. Doesn't that look like aliens? Again, this is like a reformed Egyptian, but it's showing aliens, and apparently it shows the history of the world, but not just for humanity, but for another species that has been living amongst us. Again, this is breaking news. It's going to change the course of humanity forever. I'm going to post in part 2 what we see in that sarcophagi, so it's going to blow your mind. That's all I can say. So buckle up and hold on to your seatbelts. So as I mentioned in part 1, scientists in Guatemala recently discovered this archaeological site that has a pyramid with reformed Egyptian petroglyphs on it. And then there's a sarcophagi. And they called in Dr. Remy Demi, who is the world leading expert on this kind of things, to come and open the sarcophagi and see what's inside it. And I'm going to give you a warning. What's inside is going to blow your mind because it changes the course of humanity forever. As I mentioned in part 1, in this site, it gives the history of humanity, and it shows that we have what they call sky cousins that are human-like beings that have coexisted with us on Earth forever. And they said in it that the time will soon come that we will join forces as one and ascend to the next level together. But this is what was in the sarcophagi. It is an alien body. They cleaned it up, got it super clean, and they put it on this blanketage. But it is a little freaky, and it's going to change the course of humanity as we know it forever. But you know, I'm not scared. I'm excited, and what comes is going to come, and we can't control it much.
So not a single word in all the news outlets. And they say like, no, that has been debunked, the alien theory about it. They didn't even mention to find a body.
Okay.
And that's how we deal with new discoveries. The authorities that are responsible for like legitimizing something, they're the how do you say, they push against all this narrative hardest. Like they don't even get to the depth of it. They just dismiss out of hand right away. And that's the attitude that we have.
That's very normal, isn't it?
It feels like they're protecting this narrative, and they're in it. They know the truth.
Yes.
And they try to hide it.
Yes.
It feels like that to me.
I understand that.
I might be wrong. I don't mind to be wrong. I would be the first to admit I was wrong. But when I hear this stuff, not necessarily, I don't take it as a fact, but I want to hear the counter argument to it.
Of course.
I want to hear about it at least.
Yes. To me, I don't know better than anyone else if that's real or not. But to me, it's just common sense that we're not the only ones here. That's insane to think of.
Because they found a lot of these elongated skulls.
Yeah, of course.
Throughout history, different parts of the world.
Yes.
So it either belongs to another species. I'm not saying it's alien, but it belongs to another species or another race of a human being. There's something with it.
With those elongated skulls, in my opinion, it's like this. There are two parts to it. That there are a whole lot of them are real, but it seems that humans have tried to emulate it, tried to copy that, but by deforming human skulls. And of course, we find both, especially in the South American cultures. Not sure about Egyptian, but of course, if you look at some of the pictures of the pharaohs,
with these hats,
yes,
yeah. Look at our popes, not the recent one, but all the previous one. No, seriously,
I know
they all had this. It's like
I just had this vision of them taking the hat off.
What you hiding down there, bro? Show me your head. Yeah,
but that's. I mean, to me, that's interesting what you just showed me, and I would like to think there's truth in it, but it doesn't really matter if there isn't, because to me it's just common sense that we are not the only.
Okay, let's see what's the conventional explanation about this. Right. There is no verified information about the Guatemala alien tomb, suggesting extraterrestrial origins for any Mayan discoveries. However, archaeological findings in Guatemala have revealed significant Mayan tombs, including that of the Vulture Lord, a Mayan king, and a 1700-year-old altar at Tikal, showing influences from the Teotihuacan culture. How do you spell that?
I think you did that well.
Teotihuacan culture in Mexico. These findings offer insight into Mayan royal burials and interactions with other Mesoamerican cultures. So right away, like, there is no evidence. It's like, dude, look at the fucking body.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Do some testing, DNA test, whatever. Then at least say they have done it and they didn't find any evidence.
Sure, I agree with you.
It's like, no, there is no evidence. It's like, okay, what have you done on it? I mean, the way it looks, it doesn't look human. The size, the proportion of the body, head, rib cage.
So could we go back to that video? No, I don't mean now, but go back and connect with whoever's made it and ask those questions. Have tests been done? What has happened since you made the video? And say, okay, yeah, great. What happened next? Did they do tests? Where's the body?
I think there are more legit people that I can contact about this.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna research a little. I just wanted to mention this.
That's wonderful.
Yeah,
it's really interesting. I want it to be true, of course. Yeah. But let's get some facts on it.
Yeah.
Be good.
Will do.
Well, dude.
Yeah.
Yes. Good.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Comment if you want us to cover the Khazarian Mafia here, and I'm gonna see if I can get that guy on our podcast so he can break it down for you. Like, share the episode, let the algorithm pick these episodes up. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you.
Thank you, Marnie. It was
fun.
Until
the next time.
Until the next time.
Cheers.